What is going on YouTube? Gyvis World here. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Got a little bit something different today for you guys. This is kind of just my opinion and what I've seen through the WBC and I will make this very clear from the get-go, I am a very, very big Dominican Republic supporter. So just going to go ahead and throw that out there. So I am very biased when it comes to Dominican Republic baseball. But anyways, just kind of the things that I've taken away from a few games so far in the first round robin, and just kind of what I've seen. Now, the very first thing I saw was Carlos Martinez looks to be in mid-season form. Honestly, he looked dominant on the mound. Velocity was there, change of speed. It was just all very, very good. He did get hit once pretty hard by Freddie Freeman, but who was there? Manny Machado making great plays at third base. Now, another thing I saw was Manny Machado just looked amazing at third base, and what you don't expect anything less. Aside from, I believe, the first play of the game, he threw the ball in the dirt. Very good pick from Santana. Other than that, he just looked great on the field. And to be honest, that leads me to my next point. I would not be surprised if he moved to shortstop. Mainly because Jose Reyes, although his bat is great in the lineup, he isn't looking that great on the field. The range is still there, but the throws just aren't there for Jose Reyes. And honestly, it was extremely suspect and kind of scary to watch. Every time a ball was hit to him, I just didn't know whether he was going to throw it away or throw it in the dirt. From the beginning of this game, my keys to this game was keeping Dalton Pompey off the bases. Dalton Pompey is a player that, to me, the way he needs to play to make it onto the Blue Jays 40-man roster and 25-man club, he needs to hit. Dalton Pompey honestly has everything else. He took a couple base hits in deep alley. I believe he robbed Carlos Santana of an extra base hit with a diving play. The speed is there, the range is there, the reaction is there, the glove is there, the arm is there. Made a great play to get Jose Bautista out at the plate. Not sure why we're sending him there in that close of a game. We should have had second and third, nobody out, but you know what? It didn't matter in the end. Great relay from Pompey in the outfield. The only thing Pompey is missing is the bat, and he showed that the bat is there in this game versus Dominican Republic. Another key to the Blue Jays, and to me, this is the one thing that it's weird for me as a Yankee fan. This is the only opportunity I have to root for Jose Bautista, and man, did the man deliver. The guy can just flat out hit. Actually had a down year last year, but he did not show any of that in today's game. Base hits, I believe he had 3 or 4 RBIs, maybe more, but he just absolutely crushes this ball to left field, and that's just what Jose Bautista does. You leave a high fastball inside, and that's what Jose Bautista is going to do. He's just going to crush it and kind of stare you down a bit. Luckily, Betances and Bautista are on the same team this time. Carlos Santana, to me, did show that the bat is there. However, there was one play, it looked like he was kind of looking at women in the stands, or so that's what my dad tells me, because he just had no idea where the ball was. Luckily, it wasn't fired over and he didn't lose his face. Also, we got veteran presence from guys like Beltre who can swing the bat as well, so it's very good to have him. A very last-minute decision. I do believe Tony Pena really wanted him on the roster to be that dad and older presence in the locker room. So that's exactly what he's there for. And of course, the man can just hit, so he's DHing as Machado is at third. Jose Bautista did take ground balls at first base prior to the game. I really don't want to see that because honestly, he's a defensive liability everywhere on the field. Wellington Castillo also looked very good at the plate. I have high hopes for him going into the season as well. The only thing is we didn't see guys like Jonathan Villar or Starling Marte or Gene Segura. We saw very little defense from, I believe, Villar, who came in for Cano towards the end of the game. Our bullpen looked really solid all around. I do believe they gave up maybe 1 run. But Fernando Rodney came in, Betances came in, and you also have Jerry's Familia. So it's a very good back end to the bullpen. Look really solid in that aspect. Now, what I've taken away from this WBC so far is Dominican Republic they're contenders. They honestly have a very good chance to be repeat winners. First time it's ever been done, as this is only the tournament's fourth time around. Of course, the United States also very heavily favored, but there's other teams there that are very good. You can't forget about China. You can't forget about Japan. You can't forget about Cuba, Venezuela. Colombia has a pretty good pitching staff. Italy, Israel is looking pretty decent. There's some really good teams out there in Korea as well, and Mexico. But I think the biggest challenge for the Dominican Republic is the Netherlands. They look very, very solid. But I think Dominican Republic has the opportunity to come away with this, and that is the one thing I will say unbiasedly. But a 9-2 win over Canada was kind of expected, especially since their starter hasn't pitched in the Major League in a couple years, being that and Ryan Dempster. It was a very tough lineup for him to face, and we got going early, and we got going often. 15 hits, I believe, 9 runs, and only 2 runs allowed. We just looked really good, and it was a good start to the tournament. Nonetheless, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know who you guys are rooting for, and also let me know who you guys think are going to win the tournament. Those 2 answers are not the same. If you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and peace.